Hi, welcome back, you beautiful souls, to the next installment of What If Naruto Was a Hybrid Saiyan? So, where we last left off, Naruto it's coming up to the graduation test for the academy, for the Ninja Academy, and well, Naruto knows the Shadow Clone. Hiruzen. So someone made a comment about Naruto's personality being not Saiyan like. Well, the Universe 7 Saiyan, this isn't based off of the Universe 7 Saiyans like Goku, Vegeta, Raditz, Nappa, and Broly, and all of them. It's based off of the general personality of the Universe 6 Saiyans and their abilities. Like, for Christ's sakes, Naruto and his father didn't have a tail. Like, they just don't have tails. Um, so, like, this plays a bit into, like, the story. The reason why I'm using that. And they I don't know if you missed it, but Hiruzen literally in the last episode when Naruto was running out of the of his apartment and he told Hiruzen to lock up when he leaves. Hiruzen said he looks just like you, Minato. Like he was thinking he looks just like you, Minato, but he has your personality, Kushina. Now, many of you that don't know Kushina's personality, she was that kind she was that kind of person that smiled, friendly, but you piss her off. Woo boy. So I purposely left out a certain character's interactions with Naruto in the last episode because I wanted to go over that in this episode before we went in. And I didn't want to go over it without spoiling a poll that I had made because how I was writing the changes the effects that Naruto has on the other students of his class in the Ninja Academy, more so like specifically the Rookie Nine. It became really clear that I honestly couldn't tell if I should have either Hinata or Sakura be the top Kunoichi of like the class because that changes things. And no, like clockwise it said, this isn't going to be a series of what if Hinata was on Team 7, because of the changes that we made to Naruto and how he affected others. It could potentially lead to the teams being different. And literally because of the poll, since Hinata won, she will be on Team 7. I couldn't decide if to keep the teams the same or to have Sakura and Hinata switch spots. Which, even someone commented like, but then Sakura doesn't. No, she'll get her development. Actually, she'll hit that of being useless a lot sooner than her canon self, because of the interactions that she would have with Kurenai. Like, in Kurenai as a Genjutsu specialist, Sakura has an aptitude for Genjutsu, so Sakura, she's gonna get some buffs in this. She's going, by the time the tuning exams come around, you'll see. Just, no, she'll have she'll have a lot more Genjutsu skills under her belt. And in my belief, like regardless if like the only time that I could see Naruto and Sasuke not being on Kakashi's team is if another ninja in the village had the Sharingan. Cause Sasuke is going to be on Kakashi's team regardless of what happens, unless there's another Sharingan user that's known in the village, or uh, like basically like an Uchiha besides him would have to survive and still be in the village. Same thing with Naruto. Since Kakashi has the Sharingan, would be able to kind of keep Naruto in check if he ever lost control, because he is the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. So unless Naruto is not the Jinchuriki, he would end up on Kakashi's team, or some Uchiha that had survived besides Sasuke. Like, those two, regardless of what would have happened, would have ended up on Kakashi's team, even if, like, Naruto's the best in the class or he's not dead last. He still would have ended up on Kakashi's team, I feel. So, all that being said, let's get into our story. This is about, and I will briefly go over like the interactions with Hinata. So we cut back to when Naruto first saved Hinata. Now, the interactions go a little bit different. Because Naruto is a hybrid Saiyan and he has ki and chakra, two different types of life energy, but can be utilized in similar ways. If you use your ki for ninjutsu or genjutsu, it's weaker than what you would have than with chakra, because you have to like infuse more ki than chakra to actually do these jutsus. But unlike ki, you can't utilize chakra the way that you can with ki. Ki can also be used like for flight, ki blast, and stuff like that. So what got Naruto to like stop pranking, because I would say he'd still progress a few more years later until Hiruzen really sat him down and told him to like cut that crap out, because Hiruzen did take more of an active role in Naruto's upbringing in this story. So when he saved Hinata, like she at first she was scared, because she had heard stories of this boy, and when Naruto turned around, she saw a glimpse of something, and it wasn't something crazy. It was just like she just saw like Naruto's face like change, like his face had morphed a little bit into like a very aggressive form when he was fighting the bullies, and that's what literally scared their ass off, because they were like, oh shit, he's going nuts. And then when he turned around and like Hinata saw his face, she did get a little scared, but then like he went back to like his normal smiling self and says, are you okay? Helping her up. Her supervisor comes in and tells Naruto to get away from her. Hinata tries to say like he saved her like in canon, but over the years Hinata would still be like spying on Naruto, but she would see that Naruto is actually going a little bit harder. During their academy days, Naruto would like interact with her a lot more than he does in canon, because in this, Choji, Shikamaru, just like in canon, are somewhat his friends, but not really. But Hinata is his friend. She still gets her flustered moments when Naruto like comes around her, but she's not to the she's kind of at the point where she won't freaking pass out. She won't have like the iconic like blow like nosebleed like moments kind of happen. So, she gets a little bit stronger. Naruto motivates her. It's like, oh, you're doing, like during like classes, like he will like occasionally like motivate her a little bit more. So she actually takes top of the class as far as kunoichis go. In Sakura is second. Ino's third in this, because I think it was like Sakura, Ino, and then Hinata, and then like the other girls of like the class of their year, because like their class specifically was weird because it was all but yeah. So this is what will lead into Hinata being on Team 7. So when Naruto we're gonna cut to like the examinations. When Naruto he comes into like the room, they tell him to perform all these different jutsus. He does perform them, and then they tell him like, okay, the final skill test is the clone jutsu. And Naruto goes, well, he goes and tries to do like the normal clone jutsu, and he fails in there. And God dig it, I didn't write his name down because, okay, sorry about that. I for some reason I forgot Iruka's name. So Iruka and Mitsuki are like aren't there, and Iruka is like, Naruto, and then Naruto's like, Iruka Sensei, can I use a different clone jutsu? I can't do the normal one, but I do know another clone jutsu that I can do. And Iruka in Mitsuki's like eyes go a little bit wider. And Naruto's like, Naruto's like, well, Naruto, if you know another clone jutsu, then show us. And Naruto goes, alright, I've been practicing for a couple of weeks doing this one. Something about like my chakra being too high, or the other type. I don't know, but I figured out this. I was able to learn this one. And he weaves the hand signs, and Iruka is like, no, it can't be. And then Naruto goes, Shadow Clone Jutsu! And he produces 2 clones. He produces like one perfect shadow. No, he produces one perfect shadow clone. Iruka and Mitsuki are like, what the fuck? How did you... Like, Iruka in his mind, he's like, how did you learn that? And then he was like, Lord Third, you really taught him that jutsu? And Iruka is just smiling, and he's like, my student, like, he's thinking all this, and he's like, Naruto, you finally passed. So he actually, instead of telling like he does like the other students to come get a handband, he actually stands up and walks over to Naruto with a headband in hand, and he hands it to Naruto, and he says, Congratulations, Naruto. You finally passed ninja ninja test. You're officially you're in a getting now. Congratulations. Thank you, Aruka Sensei. Naruto grabs the handbag and he walks out, and everyone are like, he hears people and it's like, he probably failed again. And then they see it. Naruto is just smiling with, and they notice his headband because Naruto's just standing there, just like with the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. And they notice his headband's different. It's not those goggle ones. And like everyone's jaws just kind of drop. And in the background, like you can see Hinata just kind of smiling because she knew Naruto would pass this. Because she had seen him practicing a couple of times with the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and she may have or may not have learned it by accident. Because with her Byakugan, she did see the hand signs for it, so she could have been practicing herself. Which is why, guys, I said the interactions that I had with Hinata, like, I just couldn't decide. So I put it to a poll for you beautiful souls. And Hinata won, so she will end up on Team 7. So Naruto, he walks over, sits next to Hinata, and she goes, Naruto, and it's like, Naruto goes, Hinata, you gotta get over that, you know? You can't just get flustered every single time I come near you. Even this just makes her turn even red, and this is one of the few moments she, like, passes out. Naruto just kind of rolls his eyes, picks her up off the floor, sits her in a chair, and puts her head on the desk. Everyone else in the class is just like, why don't those two just finally go out already? It's Naruto in this is still kind of oblivious to those kind of things. He just thinks that like Hinata's interesting to him. Like, he doesn't chase Sakura like in canon, so everyone is more friendly towards him. They're not his friends though, and Sasuke just fucking hates him like in canon, but it's probably due to them being like the reincarnations of like the Sage of Six Passes sons. But totally different topic. So we cut to later on that day, to the next, to the yeah, it'd be later on that day. Or no, it'd be the next day. They read off like the class like the team assignments, just like in canon. Teams go off. Yeah, it gets to Kurenai's team, and Hinata and Sakura are the last two Kunoichis in the class. So, yeah, in their class, but not in the year, that are left. And it goes Kiba, Inazuka, Shino, and Sakura Haruno. Okia on Kurenai's team. And then they get Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, and Hinata Hyuga. Hinata is just like, I'm on Naruto's team. I'm on Naruto's team. And this is when Kiba actually pipes up, because unfortunately he's dead last. And he's kind of stupid. He's like, Baruka Sensei, I thought the top Kunoichi and the top, and like the top like the top boy student and the top girl student are put on the seat, are put on the team with the dead last, and well, I'm dead last. Kiba just realized what he says. Like everyone like starts laughing at him, and then Naruto actually speaks up and he's like, "Come on, everyone! It's not nice to laugh at someone. Yeah, Kiba, he can be a ditz sometimes, but he works hard. He works his ass off. He actually works harder than like most of you." Which Kiba's like, "Screw you, Naruto. You have not on your team." Because he would have a crush on Hinata, like in canon. So the next day comes, unlike in canon, Naruto won't try to pull pranks because he's pretty much over that. Sasuke's just kind of giving him a glare, like Naruto looks over at Hinata and everything, and she just kind of quickly looks away. Naruto's just like rolls his eyes, like, what's her problem? Like, I mean, we're friends. Why does she have to act like that? So they get to the rooftops, and just like in canon, Kakashi like says, my my goals. I'm not gonna tell you that. My likes and dislikes. I'm not gonna tell you that either. My hobbies. I don't feel like sharing that either. And then we get to Sasuke, the senior edgelord of the damn series, and his won't change because the Ichigo massacre did still happen. So like his won't change. Now we get to Hinata. Hinata, unlike with her team in canon, she says, "Well, I'm Hinata Hyuga. My likes are," she looks over, "spending, like training and bettering myself. My dislikes are people that look down on people that work hard. And my goal is to change the Hyuga clan." And Kashi's like, "Oh, that's very admirable, Hinata. Naruto. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. My likes are hanging out with my friends," as he looks around. "My dislikes are people that treat other people wrong just because of stuff that they can't control. And my goal, well," he looks down, like kind of puzzling, and Kakashi's like, "What is it, Naruto?" "Well, my goal is to become a better ninja than all the Hokages before me, and to be a better person than anyone else. I want to change the way people view others." And Kakashi's like surprised about this because he heard of Naruto always saying that he wanted to be Hokage. I mean, like Naruto still wants to be Hokage, but the night before, Hiruzen like told Naruto who his mother was, and if he passes, and Naruto being a little bit smarter in this, like even though they tried to hide it in canon, he kind of figured out who his father was because of, well, who his mother was. And also the scroll. He was given the scroll, and it says, on like the scroll, it can be read, "To our son, Naruto Uzumaki." from your parents, Kushina, Uzumaki, and Minato. Like, so Hiruzen did start saying it, and he started thinking it. So Naruto knows now that he is the son of the fourth Hokage, in Kushina Uzumaki, the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, and he would have known about it because he did have a conversation about his last jailers. Naruto, knowing this, having some conversations with the Nine-Tails, and mind you, this is the good half of Kurama, so if he's not, Kurama's not going to actively fuck over Naruto like he was doing in canon. So, afterwards, like, Kakashi tells them about the bell test and everything, and Naruto, he's trying to figure out how to open this scroll, and even Hiruzen said, I've never been able to, open this. And Naruto's like, he's trying, he's trying throughout the night, and he can't do it. And Hiruzen would have taught him how to seal it. And so Naruto just seals it back into his hand, and Hiruzen gave him gloves to kind of hide the seal. And Naruto, he gets there in the morning. He brings some granola bars because he's not stupid. He knows that Kakashi wants him to be fatigued for whatever this test or something's going to be. And he's sitting there, and then Sasuke arrives, and he smiles at Sasuke. Sasuke goes, whatever. And goes, sits by the tree. Hinata comes walking up, and she goes, oh, hey Naruto. And Naruto goes, Hinata. And then her stomach growls, and Naruto's like, oh, you're hungry, here, have this. And he gives her one of his granola bars, and she's like, but Kakashi Sensei told us not to eat. Yeah, well, Kakashi Sensei did say that, but a ninja can't perform at their best if they're hungry, you know. At least that's what Gramps always said. It's told me, you can't always be you can't be hungry and perform at your best. And well, if Kakashi has some kind of test where we have to fight him, I don't think I would be able to even face him. So I did eat breakfast. I know we weren't supposed to, but yeah, just here's a snack. And then he just throws one at Sasuke, hitting him in the chest. And Sasuke's like, what was that for? And then he looks down, and then he just hears Naruto, you don't have to thank me, but I heard your stomach growling too. I mean, it's not a full meal, but at least it'll stave off the starvation that you two are feeling. God. So they spend the next couple of hours, or however long it took Kakashi to get there, talking. And Naruto explains his skills, and he asks he says, he goes, Hinata, you can use the Byakugan, right? And she's like, yeah. Do you have, what other skills do you have? And she lists off that she's good at taijutsu. And then he turns to Sasuke, and he's like, Sasuke, your clan's the Uchiha, right? Do you have their dojutsu unlocked yet? Sasuke just rolls his eyes, and he's he's like, huh, well, that makes things a little bit difficult if we actually have to fight Kakashi-sensei. Then Kakashi shows up, he explains the bell taps, they go to Training Ground 7. Unlike in canon, Naruto won't go after him, but, like, Sasuke will. And this is coming up on the 30-minute mark. Good, because I'm actually going to end this part here. And in the next part, we'll go over the bell test and possibly the start of the wave arc. At least up until they get to Zabuza, like in the forest. So that being said, let me know what you think of this part down below. I know these first 2 parts are dry, but the next couple of parts will actually have some combat in it. And I really wanted to do the bell test in of its own episode, and then do a little bit into like the wave, into like the training in between them completing the bell test and the Land of Waves arc. And I may do an hour long one that, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like the video because it helps out with the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you beautiful souls in the next video.